Right, that's lunch done and dusted here at Manfield for the Spring Trophy Classic today and yesterday. 2 rounds, 2 and a bit rounds yesterday, 3 rounds today, or 3 and less than a bit because they got some of yesterday's racing into today, which was a good thing because the rain sort of slows things up this morning. But back to fuller grids now, especially with these bikes. I think some of them didn't have tyre options, some of them were happy just to do it back in action. He was on pole position, but back to about 7th or 8th on the Z1000R Kawasaki, the beautiful Eddie Lawson replica. And looking at the CTAS footage there going into turn 1, they're all out of there, and we go from the static camera to the roving camera, and it looks to me like 521 Paul Watton there out in the front. Is that? Oh no, I was looking at the screen there, so it's 286. That'll be 289 Ken Ferguson in the front, followed by Dave Freeman on the lovely GSX 1100 Harris chassis bike. Dave with the spotty leathers. Dave was a rider back in the late 80s and early 90s on the 600 CBRs and Yamahas against the likes of Simon Crafer, and I don't think he's ever lost the passion. He's kept on coming out to the race meetings. He'll eventually change to post-classics, but I don't think he's had any gap years really. We're joined again by Connor London, his bike signed line for the weekend, so he's coming up here. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
We better put the PA on there.
That'll help.
Yeah, so post-classic, pre-82 senior and pre-89. From memory, there was only one post-classic pre-82. Actually, there was 2. There wasn't one out there this morning. The mighty RG500, the ex-Pat Henham bike out there is on track again. The number 561, absolutely special machine. Tell you what, there's some good bikes out here this weekend, but I've got to say the highlight for me is that RG500 out on the track. There it goes past the start-finish stripe. The 1975X Pat Henham RG500. Alan De La Tour is riding that. Out in the front, we still got 289, followed by 514. Here comes Sean Donnelly. Changed the rear size rim, went up a bit, and he's got a bit more tyre footprint on the track, and certainly making use of that as he goes to have a tackle at Dave Freeman, as Dave Freeman has a tackle at Ken Ferguson out in the front there. So yeah, enjoyed your lunch there, Connor?
Yeah, sure did. Just caught up with Danny, seeing how he's going, getting ready for his race, and yeah, sort of come up and check out this race. Best spot in there.
Well, we've got to change of position there, possibly coming up for second place. The Kawasaki, whoops, we've got something going on with our microphones. The Kawasaki outbreaks into Higgins. He outbreaks Dave Freeman, but has to settle in there because he took the longer line around there. Dave Freeman was in a bit tighter, but took the longer line around that track. They're side by side, and then I think the Eddie Lawson replica left his brakes on just that little bit longer. Off that little bit longer. Hello, we're trying to get our... Anyway, we're back onto the track, and he's in second place, challenging for first. In fact, they go 3 wide into turn 1 here at Manfield, the Toyota corner. It is Sean Donnelly in the front. Ken Ferguson there slots into second place. Here comes Dave Freeman on the inside of Ferguson. So tight racing up front there, young Connor London.
Yeah, it's real tight at the moment. That Kawasaki of Sean Donnelly, he's got a lot of legs down the straight there, and he managed to just get past Dave Freeman, I think it was. And then they quickly made work of Ken Ferguson, who ran wide in turn 1, so they pushed him wide, and they were both able to push past, and now it just looks like they're pulling a little bit of a gap out there as they go out of the hairpin. Actually, I stand corrected here. Last race I said there was only one pre-82. Yes, there was, but now there's at least 3 out there. The Z1000R, which is leading as a pre-82 machine as well. He also runs a Z900. Haven't seen that for a couple of years. And additionally, we've got Paul De La Tour out there on the Alan De La Tour, sorry, on the RG500, and somewhere amongst it we should have the GS1000 there. Yep, GS1000E Campbell Stevenson, who's still on lap 1. He may have had a problem there. No, there he is going down the back straight. So the lead 3 bikes are starting to spread out along the front straight. 6 lappers for this in the next race. Number 3, number 514, number 289, and then we go back to the man from Northland there, and that is 58. Looking on the screen for his name, I know his name. Duncan Coots, 58, listed at the bottom there, but definitely in 4th place on the track there. Going a little bit further back, and I think that might be Mark Hatton there. He sits up on the FZR 1000. Looks to me like the bike of 164, Mark Hatton, and there he is going through turn 3. That indeed is his. We go back into 102. John Warcliffe all the way from Invercargill, 103, sorry, John Warcliffe all the way from Invercargill. And back another one, 521, it's Paul Wooten. And on the GSX
Suzuki Gr6R4. Paul Wooten's running that, the greeny colour, not a standard colour, but certainly some nice bikes out there. You a bit of a fan of any nationality of bikes there, young Connor?
Just looking at, as you were saying, that that Suzuki, the two-stroke 500, the RG 500, that thing's a bit of a bike to see. It sounds wicked.
Yeah, and certainly a piece of history. You know, it's there was rumour that Ron Grant, who was a Suzuki factory rider, they used the letters RG off his name to name their new bike when they changed from the TR models to the RGs. I'm not too sure whether that's true, but that's something I'd heard along the way. And of course, the TRs come out and they were air-cooled for a while, then they went water-cooled, and then they did the four-cylinder square four, which was the RG 500. And we saw Barry Sheehan win some world championships of that. Some very popular riders on those. Marco Lucanelli, Graham Crosby rode them at the Isle of Man. The list, Stuart Vaught was no doubt, he's a lot of Yamahas under his bum when he was riding, but I know he raced RG 500, Tennis Island, and John Woodley. The list goes on. It's just some of the Kiwis that have ridden them, and Marco Lucanelli, of course, an Italian, out of the hairpin now, and Sean Donnelly opens those that throttle up there and winds it down the centre straight there with 514 Dave Freeman in behind. Looks to me Duncan Coote's bike there in third place is closing up there a little bit faster down that centre straight, and the early leader, 289, Ken Ferguson, has been relegated back to fourth spot. Fifth spot, Mark Hatton. Or is that Andy Sheldon there? Mark Hatton should be in fifth spot. John Rawcliffe, maybe. Don't know. It's
Just looking at it, Duncan Cootes there, he's got quite a bit more speed than the boys in front of him, so he must have just got a bad start, but he's looking like he's reeling them in pretty quickly. He did a 1:13 that last lap, and the boys ahead of him were doing high 15, so it looks like he's on the way up as he goes into second place in turn one there.
Yeah, he definitely did. He just passed him just before the start-finish line, but he's made that stick, and outbreak Dave Freeman on the absolutely beautifully framed Harris English chassis GSX 1100 Suzuki. No fairings for two out of those front three bikes. They've got to have a little bit of extra cubes to push it through there, but a bit of smoke coming out of that number 58 too on the overrun there, so maybe that's a bit of valve guide issues and that sort of thing, but no doubt somebody will tell Duncan Cootes. White flag is out. It's a final lap. 71 passes the start-finish line. Stephen Cooper, and then we've got Alan Delatour and 102 Gian Louis. 102 Gian Louis. He used to run a GPZ 900, but now is running the Gr6R Suzuki, and he's changed his number. He used to be 88, but now he's on the 102 machine. Where are those lead bikes? They're down the back straight there. Oh, look at this. Here comes Duncan Cootes here. Just rockets past our friend Sean Donnelly on the number 3 machine. Donnelly comes back a bit, closes up under brakes there, or around that sweeper there, but it's going to be Duncan Cootes to the line for the final drive for the 6-lapper for the post-classic seniors, the pre-82 seniors and pre-89 Formula 1. There it is. Dave Freeman comes through on 514 in third place there with 289. Ken Ferguson, John Rawcliffe on the 103 machine, apologies, all the way from the car comes through, and Johnny takes 5th place, 164. Mark Hatton goes through there in 7th place with Mark Hay getting ahead of him. Mark Hay on the 54 machine. 106 Andrew Skelton takes 8th spot there. 9th is 164 Mark Hatton, and Campbell Stevenson top 10. That's all the riders that have finished lap 6. Coming around the big sweeper is Stephen Cooper, and in behind them Delatour and John Louis still having a good fight. In fact, John Louis looks like he's trying to head off Delatour, but Delatour takes 12th spot across the start-finish stripe. David Dixon's still out there. He's probably coming around the sweeper now, and a DNF for bike number 56. Don't even know who that is. 56 is not even listed on my program. So that's it, done and dusted. Thanks, Connor.